It's the Bentley Investor Podcast. Love rap, Bill's a love rap. Love rap, Bill's a love rap.
Hello, guys.
Well, this is a juicy email. loverap@novafm.com.au is where you can get in touch if you've had something interesting happen in your love life. Maybe it's just someone you know. This is from Cassandra. She said, here's a weird one, Love Rap. I work for a big bank in the city. I've struck up a relationship with a male colleague over Microsoft Teams, which is a program we have at work, which I've never really used.
At our work, yes, we do. Yeah, I know you've never used it.
It's kind of
like 2 weeks ago, you asked me how to use it, and
Yeah, what's the
we've
point
been
though?
using it for years.
Why would we use Microsoft Teams when we could just email someone, which we don't do anyway?
Oh,
but
you just say, "Hey, Belle, can you
Yeah.
email this person?"
Look,
which
I
is
feel
fair.
like if it's important enough, someone will tell us what to do. At
they'll
some
have
point.
my. If it's
You
important
know
enough,
what I mean?
they'll have my phone number. and
That's
they'll text
it.
it to
Give
them.
me a call. I'll go on with the email. She said, this is where it gets interesting. I'm head over heels, and we've never actually met before. I don't even know what he looks like. He actually works in the Sydney branch. Should I go over and meet him?
Wow.
So they've talked so much over
Microsoft Teams.
Yeah.
that she's developed an attraction to
She's
him.
convinced she's in love with this mysterious man on Microsoft Teams. I don't believe that she doesn't know what he looks like. I mean, surely she's looked him up on social
I don't
media.
know. She works
and-
for a big bank, and you know, if it's that
Could
big,
have,
you
like, a
can't
really
just like you have
bland
the
name.
server where you can look up people's names. But then I guess if she hasn't Facebook stalked him or
Brad
anything,
Smith.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, I don't know. I guess why not? Why not go over there, see what he's like? Like,
I don't know. Could be a internet creep.
well,
Do
no,
they even
'cause
work
you
for the
know
bank, or is it a hacker?
It's such a 2022 thing as well, like Microsoft Teams relationship. Like, never saw that one coming. But, I mean, if you think about it, everybody's doing that over Tinder and everything now, aren't they? Isn't
yeah,
it
but
like...
you can
so.
see them.
And
yes,
they're,
but
they're
you-
like on a dating app.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's the same because you can see them. What if you're being catfished? You don't know it's them. With this, at least you actually, in my opinion, this is more secure. You've got the same company. It's Microsoft Teams. He's not hacking into Microsoft Teams and like making an account there for the company. I would say yes. Go see him.
I wonder if anyone has done it. Has anyone done the thing where they've met online, like interstate, and then gone over to see them before
Or
they've
international.
actually... International would be another level.
Well, yeah. Did you fall in love before you met them? 13 24 10 is the number.
Yeah, getting way more callers for this than I thought that we would. Celia joins us now. Did you fall in love before you met them? How'd you do it?
Yeah, I sure did. Have you guys heard of something called Omegle?
Oh, yeah. Is Omegle kind of like that one where it's like the random people pop up on the
Yes.
webcam?
You're just like pressing a button, and it's like
It's just a chat.
Yeah.
connecting you with different webcams around the world.
Yeah, you literally just connect to anyone in the world. Now, this was back in 2014. I was only 16 at the time, so I
Yeah.
wasn't doing the webcam one. Let's
Okay.
make that clear.
Okay, good.
Because guys could get super gross.
Yeah.
I was just doing the text chat one, and I happened to be connected to some guy. We just really hit it off, so we swapped our Skypes. I decided to be really safe about it. So Skype had none of my info, and we did loads of video chats, and then we swapped our Facebook, so I checked, his photos match his face on, and after a week, we just couldn't leave each other alone, totally were in love with each other. We decided to meet up in public, and now he's my husband.
Okay.
On
So you
Omegle.
met your husband
so
on
Yeah.
Omegle.
Omegle.
I know.
That's amazing.
That is nuts.
Omegle did something right for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of different
I don't know.
Omegle stories
I don't
people have. Michaela, let's go. One more. Have you fallen in love before you've even met them?
Sure have.
What's going
Still
on?
haven't met her.
So how did you meet them?
Okay.
We met on Facebook. Probably about... I've known her for about 2 years prior to all of this starting.
Yeah.
About a year ago, we started dating and haven't looked back since.
So you've never actually met, but you've been dating for a
No.
year.
Yeah, she should be here in hopefully about 3 months.
Are you nervous? I mean, what if it's all different in
Absolutely.
real life? Oh, my God.
No, we FaceTime every day. Like, we almost live on FaceTime.
It's so foreign, though, isn't it, that you've never physically met this person, and yet you've been dating for 12 months.
Where is she?
So she's in Waco, Texas.
Wow.
That is...
Got yourself a Texan.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Oh, well, good luck. I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Michaela, what if she's a bad kisser?
Oh, well then obviously she's got to learn.
And you're there to teach her.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the thing. They don't have, you can't kiss or there's no smell over FaceTime either. There might be a bit of BO going on.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
Right around Adelaide, it's Hump Day. You're on Nova with Ben and Liam. 13 24 10. Did your kid repeat something that they shouldn't have? I was at a barbecue with some friends over the weekend, Ben, and one of the couples had a little boy there, and he was really fascinated by another mutual friend at the barbecue. And he was sort of just like staring at this lady for ages. Like, it was really obvious. Like, he was staring like there was like something on her face. And he was looking kind of confused. And eventually she ended up saying, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And the little boy just rolled out with, "Mummy said you have two faces, but I can only see one."
Oh.
Obviously, Mum and Dad were maybe having a bit of a bitch in front of the kids.
Yeah.
They said she's two-faced. It's all come out. That's the end of that friendship.
Yeah.
It's just awkward after that.
It is, isn't it?
So awkward.
It's because kids, they just repeat stuff.
Well, that's, it happens because kids are sponges and sometimes conversations aren't as private as you think. Like, maybe they're just sitting, you think they're watching TV, but they're listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And they're just like taking all of that in. And maybe that information's going to come out at some point. Like, obviously it's pretty innocent. This kid actually just thought the lady had two faces, was trying to find the other one.
Turns out Mum has two faces as well.
Yeah, well, it's as it seems. Did your kid repeat something they shouldn't have? 13 24 10. Did it roll out at school? Maybe in front of a friend and they heard something that they weren't supposed to. What happened? If you get in touch, you'll be in the draw to score $50,000.
Yep, and because it is 2-2-2-2-2 day, you get two chances to go in the draw, so double the chance of winning that 50 grand. 13 24 10. Did your kid repeat something that they shouldn't have?
Frank, what happened, mate? Did the kid repeat something they shouldn't have?
Well, it was actually me when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
There was a family friend of my mum's coming over, and all the aunties and uncles used to call her Fat Duck. So, so she was coming over one day, and when she got to the door, apparently I ran to the door and screamed out, "Mum, Fat Duck's here!" So it was a little bit embarrassing for my mum, I think.
What? I've never heard that. Where did that come from, young Frank?
Fat Duck?
That is so rude. I don't know where these kids come up with this stuff. Come in, Fat Duck. I mean, Jan. Mel, did your kid repeat something they shouldn't have?
Yes, she did.
What was it?
We turned up at a preschool day, a fair, and she was a really friendly kid. She was 4. She went up and introduced herself to someone and said, "Hi, I'm Rachel. This is my sister and my mum. Mum wanted another baby, but Daddy said no." And then I had to then walk forward and say, "Hi, I'm Mel. How are you? Never met a woman before in my life."
Yeah, they're little sponges, aren't they? Just little sponges.
Last one, Jody. What did the kid roll out with?
Growing up, my nan had a neighbour and her surname was Sandercock, and we used to call her Mrs. Gritty Doodle. But obviously never to her face. But one day my cousin's like going, "Hello, Mrs. Gritty Doodle."
Gritty Doodle.
Yeah.
That's very funny. That's good.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
You haven't heard, Ed Sheeran has done a new song with Taylor Swift.
Ed's been a busy boy this week, hasn't he? A lot of collabs.
Yeah, well, that collab to me, that's a pretty obvious collab.
Makes sense.
But there was one that was very unlikely. He performed at the Brits. Now, he did a collab with one of your favourite bands, Liam. You've got to Bring Me the Horizon shirt on.
It's the Sempiternal shirt, 2013, one of the best albums.
So for the people that don't know Bring Me the Horizon, they are a screamo band. But it seems that 2022 is the year of the mashups because they're all over the place.
Everyone's bringing out Fleetwood Mac again, and it's just sort of like people like, there's that one with the Britney Spears song and Genuine Pony.
You mean this one? I don't think I like this one, but
I'll put my hand up and say
it does work.
I'm not a huge fan of mashups.
Yep.
I prefer to keep them separate.
Yep.
Cross-pollination with music, not the best.
Well, then you're going to hate what I've done now, Liam, okay? Because I've gone looking. It got me thinking, what other mashups are out there that shouldn't work, but they do? The first one, a bit of Adele and AC/DC.
Shouldn't work.
Could
you imagine imagine if you got into your mate's car and they just put the key in the ignition and that started playing?
Another one for you. What about Rick Astley and Nirvana?
Shouldn't work. Oh, it does work. It does work, though.
All right, I reckon they get better and better. Have you ever wondered, could you take Wham and cross it with Panic at the Disco?
Ben, I have never wondered that. That kind of slaps.
I have, though, without a doubt, saved my favourite for last.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this last mashup.
We've got Cardi B's WAP, and it's been put together with Encanto's We Don't Talk About Bruno.
No.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Is that not the most 2022 thing you've ever
You
heard?
would need to take your child to a psychologist straight away if they heard that song on YouTube.
I also had to fade that down where I faded it down because the rest of it is just filled with expletives.
Bruno wants the guy, wants the talk.
Ben and Liam. Dopamine for your ears.
Cool or not cool? Cool, cool, not cool.
Cool or not cool? Been a while since we've done this one. Producer Bell comes in, gives us 3 things, and then we have 3 seconds to decide
3, 2, 1.
if they're cool or not cool.
All right, cool or not cool? AirPods.
3, 2, 1.
Not cool.
Really?
I've so changed my tone.
Are you for
on
real?
AirPods. Not cool. Because you and I, we were in like the cool AirPod gang. here at
Yeah,
Nova.
yeah. So, yeah, no, we had this thing where we would bully the producers for not having AirPods.
Real like representation of
Yeah,
how this works.
going, oh, why you got weird strings on your headphones? Like,
Now, even though I was fully team AirPods,
they're so good.
I haven't even talked about this on air yet, but about a month ago, I don't know if I told you this, I lost one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
I lost one.
They're very expensive to lose.
And then so I spent hours, because I went for a walk to the ice cream shop. It's about 20 minutes from our house.
yeah,
And
scouring the street.
I lost them on the way home. I got home and realised, because I put them in my pocket.
Oh, right. I thought did one just fall out?
No, I put them in my pocket, and then I think when I got my wallet out to go pay, one of them fell out. And you know how on your phone you can connect them to your phone?
Yeah.
And so it tells you when you're within 50 metres.
So they're still
I
connecting?
knew they were there, but I couldn't find them.
Oh, that's soul destroying.
Yeah.
I love though how it just keeps the music just for you. You know, there's no bleed through because no one else needs to hear what you're hearing on the bus.
Bleed through anyway. Oh my god, what are you doing?
No,
So elitist.
no. You need the sound, noise cancelling,
you
AirPod,
don't. Okay.
AirPod Pros as well, by the way.
Must be nice. And cool or not cool? Alternative milks.
3, 2, 1.
Cool.
Not cool.
What are you? We're not agreeing, are we?
Getting real sick of nut milk at the moment. It's all we drink at home, and I look.
Oh, so you're drinking it at home?
Oh, it's like all we have at home. But I crave for the full cream, even though it makes my guts crook. I want that creamy goodness.
See, don't get me wrong. I love full cream milk. Worked on a dairy farm for 5 years. Like I love milk. But having said that, when I buy it, I'm never at home enough to drink it. Like I have
like
my
finish
coffees
it all.
or I don't have cereal, so
Yeah,
it always
yeah,
goes
right.
off. So now, because my partner, she drinks a lot of nut milk, I've started drinking it, and I actually don't mind it.
It's still creamy.
No,
It's
it's not.
If you get the right one.
It's not as good, but it's still. I've changed my tone on it, and I will now drink it.
Is your fiance Sam still in the oat milk making
Yeah,
business?
she makes her own. Yeah.
She's brought us a few bottles before. It's
Yeah,
quite nice.
so she like gets her own oats and then gets like a little bit of vanilla and then like soaks the oats and then gets like a
good.
Hessian sack and then squeezes it out.
That's great.
Yeah, you want some nut milk?
Absolutely,
Get
I
you
do.
some nut milk.
And finally, cool or not cool? Having shared bank accounts.
3, 2, 1.
Cool. Look, it's convenient. Like I share an account with my fiance. I think it's great. But you know, lately I've been thinking maybe not cool.
What do you mean?
Only because, so we have the shared account. Everything is going into the same place.
Yep.
Both of our pay is
Yep.
going in there. But whenever we're paying for like a drink or we're out for dinner or whatever, and it comes to the point of paying,
Yeah.
I'll have my card out ready, and Sarah will swoop in and go, "Don't worry, Dal, I got this." Beep. And then I know I shouldn't because it's 2022, but I feel emasculated. I feel like saying to them, actually my pay is also going.
got a shared
so I'm
account.
technically also paying for this. Like she's not the one paying for dinner. We're both sort of. Do you know what I mean?
That's a great move from Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, she does it every time as well. She does it every single time.
Ben and Liam love you.
Ben, you're getting married at the end of April, and I decided to throw you a bucks party because I am the better man at the wedding. It's better than the best man. Your brother's also doing this other bucks show that I didn't know about. Sounds pretty boring, though. You're basically just going to play golf.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah, well, you say that, but I mean, the bucks show is the day when you can just let loose. So I covered everything. I mean, I called your fiance yesterday. I got permission for like everything, and you didn't have to worry about a single thing.
What you did, Liam, was you organised your ultimate day. Like, this was an awesome day for you.
I don't know about that. So yesterday after work, Ben was waiting around in front of his house. I pulled up in a pink stretch Hummer wearing a cowboy hat, a Ben's Big Bucks shirt. I got printed. We all had our names on the back. It was pretty fun. And I jumped out of the Hummer with a megaphone. I don't think I've ever been so excited.
Where did you get a megaphone from?
Megaphone.com. It's one of my favourite websites. Look, as much as you said you weren't, Ben, I could tell you were excited to get into the Hummer and kick off the Big Bucks show.
There's nobody in here.
I thought it'd be better if it was just you and I.
I don't know what happened to the guest list. My dad was supposed to be there. My brother was supposed to be there. None of my friends were there.
Yeah, I thought that would all slow us down. I thought we'd have more fun just you and I.
It was my Bucks show.
And I planned it, so you get what you're given. The first stop was paintball, where Ben got to do a Bucks run.
Yeah, a Bucks run is where you have a gun, I have nothing, and you shoot me with paintballs for 20 minutes.
It was so fun.
Happy Bucks party, man! Best Bucks ever!
It really wasn't.
The only thing Ben likes more than paintball is karaoke.
I hate karaoke.
Really? You were getting right into it.
Watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Sweet Caroline. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know I am. Turn down for what?
I didn't sing a single word the entire time.
Yeah, that's because you were being drunk and disorderly. You had too many beers and then the cops rocked up.
They weren't real cops, Liam, were they? They were male strippers that you hired to dance on me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh no,
buddy, let's go.
I'm sorry.
You know what time it is.
Oh no.
Tails, open that door.
We must have drunk too many beers. The police are here.
The two beefcake police officers ripped Ben out of the car, frisk searched him, handcuffed him, and gave him a whip across the bum. It looked like so much fun. The police officers,
Strippers.
let me have a turn.
Who's a naughty buck? Ben's a naughty buck.
So far, Ben's Big Bucks was a raging success.
It's been the worst day of my life.
And you know what my mum always used to say? What goes well with a red raw ass?
What?
An ice cold beer.
Yeah, it's his buck show. Let's go.
All the boys rolled into Pirate Luck. Ben the Buck, myself, and the two police officers.
They weren't police officers, they were strippers. And why did you bring them with us?
Well, I paid for the full hour. Plus, they were pretty keen to meet the special guest I'd arranged for you to meet at the bar.
This part of the day was actually pretty sweet.
It's your hero, Gavin Wanganeen. Here to celebrate you. It's Brownlow medalist Gavin Wanganeen.
I know.
Thanks, Gavin.
Ben, myself, the police officers,
Strippers.
Brownlow medalist Gavin Wanganeen, and our driver Kim had mad kick-ons. The rest of the night was an absolute blur.
When I say Benz, you say Bucks. Benz. Bucks. Benz. Bucks. When I say Gavin, you say Wanganeen. Gavin. Wanganeen. Gavin. Wanganeen. Best day ever!
Oh, we're still paying for it, aren't we? Oh, a little dusty this morning. My goodness.
Apart from Gavin Wanganeen, it was a horrible, horrible day.
It was an awesome day. There's a full video on the Ben and Liam Instagram. Go check it out there. You can see the hunky strippers taking a few liberties with Ben's face. A big shout out to all the boys that made it happen. Kim, my man from Hummer SA. home of Adelaide's largest fleet of stretch Hummers. Book them for your next event. HummerSA.com.au. Guaranteed to have a great time.
They got great chips in the back. They got a good selection of small Smith's chips.
For your next Bucks, kids party, work function, indoor paintball, Port Adelaide, affordable prices, bookings only. Those guys were great.
Those guns feel good on my skin.
Yeah, Ben's got a lot of bruises this morning, and of course, a massive shout out to Gavin Wanganeen, the bro. Oh God, we had a lot of good times with Gavin. To Pirate Life and Alpha Men, who were not real police officers, I found out later on. Yeah, turns out they were actually strippers, yeah.
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
Liam, I've got my wedding coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up real soon.
And I'm pretty sure that's probably why my partner Sam was so emotional when we attended a wedding together, Liam.
Yeah, there was some friends of ours getting married. She was a mess before the ceremony had even started.
Yeah, 100%. I'm very worried of what she's going to be like on our wedding day, because she was bawling her eyes out, not even while the bride was walking down the aisle to the beautiful music. It was before anyone was even there.
13-24-10, what made you cry that shouldn't have? During COVID, 6 days in, I had one of those iPhone gallery slideshows that started playing my phone, made me cry. I also cried when the first Star Wars trailer for the new ones came out. Just struck a nerve.
Helen joins us now.
How you doing?
Very good, thank you. What made you cry that shouldn't have?
Fireworks. Every time, blubbering mess. They're just so beautiful.
Fireworks make you cry.
As in just you're seeing the sky being lit up. It overwhelms
like standing there at, a beautiful event, just standing there, and then all of a sudden I just fill with tears and just look at them and go, oh my God, I know it's loud and I don't know, I just love them.
Yeah, right.
Scared.
Michelle, what made you cry that shouldn't have?
Hi guys. When I watched the commercials for Doghouse Australia, where they're matching the dog to the family, the new family.
Yeah.
So it makes me very, very emotional when I see all those little dogs come out and all these people want them, and I know what the dogs do for me. So every time I see a little dog, it makes me cry.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty powerful ad if you can do that within really 30 seconds, and then it's a Hunger Jacks ad all of a sudden. Sean, what made you cry that shouldn't have?
In Fast and the Furious 8, when Dominic names his son Brian.
That's such a man thing to cry at, isn't it?
It's even just funny saying Fast and Furious 8.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Are we seriously up to that now? Amanda, what about you? What made you cry that shouldn't have?
On Friday, starting work, I went into my office and the light right above me was flickering. That was it. They sent me to the bathroom to have a cry.
You were just like, oh, enough! Everything's going wrong today. Yeah, right.
Were you already were you having a rough morning up to that point, or was that just the first thing that set you off?
Oh, it was like 7:30 in the morning. I just literally got out of bed straight to work. It was the worst.
Yeah,
we can't fix things in store because, we're not allowed to.
Yeah.
So I had to put up with it until someone got there.
Yeah. It must have been horrible. That's been a horrible experience.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.